Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Is this thing on? We are live. I had to make sure. I probably forgot how to do this. This is where I introduce myself, am Mr. All Sports Matter, Amir Shiraz Ortiz, aka Poppy Ortiz 02. This is the All Sports Matters podcast. We are the brothers of the All Sports Matters. Here, all sports do matter. Welcome to another edition. I know we've been on hiatus. This is the fall premiere of, it's not winter. Is it winter? Yes. No, I think we're still in the fall, right? The fall premiere of the All Sports Matters podcast. While your favorite shows take a break for holidays, we would like to pick up some of that slack, just a little bit, at least tonight before Thursday night football. Before I carry on, and everybody knows I can, and I will, but I'm not. I am going to bring on Mr. Injury himself, Mr. Injured 2-time. Are you hurt? Chef, what's going on?
No, I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt. Look, I might as well be like everybody else in the NFL right now and get hurt.
Seems like we're talking about the feelings of Alabama losing.
No, I didn't. I expected that loss. I ain't gonna hold you.
Too soon?
Yeah, no, you good. I expected they were gonna lose. They've been playing like crap lately, and they're gonna mess around and play themselves right out of the playoffs if they don't get it together.
Them not being quite possibly, not officially, but quite possibly not in the championship game will definitely hurt.
Well, they got the benefit. They just got to win out. If they win out, they're in because they already beat Georgia. They beat Vanderbilt. So they have the head-to-head. They're still up top above everybody else right now.
Well, while I got on him, before I bring on Mr. LSU himself, them losing to Florida State just looks a little bit bigger, right?
Well, that was early in the season.
No, I get that, but seeing this is more of a knock on Florida State, not necessarily on Alabama. With Florida State not being the team that we saw those first 2-3 weeks of the season, and you think that'll hurt Alabama's chances now that Florida State is the crappy team we all thought they would be?
No. I mean, but you got to remember, they still got 4 ranked wins because Vanderbilt's ranked, Tennessee's ranked, Missouri. Is Missouri ranked now?
I think a bunch of those teams fell off. I think Vanderbilt.
No, I think Vanderbilt is ranked again. And Georgia, of course, is definitely ranked, and that's probably the best win of the season.
Definitely their bread and butter. That victory against Georgia is going to be the reason that Alabama gets into the playoffs.
But the key thing is now they have to win out all the way.
Yeah. No.
If they don't win the SEC championship, we'll get a bowl there. That's bottom line.
There's no way. I'm not going to say there's no way because Alabama usually finds a way. But not a 3-loss team makes the playoffs. Even with the expanded structure of 12 teams, I still don't see Alabama, a 3-loss Alabama team. That's good, and it goes for anybody, not just Alabama. I just want to throw it out there. That's goes for anybody. A 3-loss team. I'm gonna bring on a 3-loss team.
Yeah, y'all just being rude. Y'all just being rude right now. I just want to point that out to y'all. Y'all just y'all own little conversation on Alabama, how they suck. First of all,
I was bringing you and your sucky team on just now.
Don't worry about that. We the champions, 2 times back to back.
Oh, baseball. Okay. I'm like, what?
Good. We ain't been on the while. I just want to make sure I put that out there. Alabama still suck.
Alabama own you. Shut up.
They still.
We own you. Shut up.
Like your cousin.
Shut up.
Like your cousin.
We own you. Shut up.
I know how much you love your cousins.
We own you. Shut up.
You own nothing.
We own your stadium. We
let you own nothing. That's what it is.
Rent it out out for about a half a season.
Suck, and you love your cousin.
I do. That is a fact. But we still own you.
I that openly on this public space that you love your cousin. You be loving on your cousin.
I love your cousin.
We're given the way the world is set up right now, we're going to move away from cousin loving. We are going to try to figure out what are we doing. And because we opened that door, because we opened that door of college football, that's not where I was planning to start off with. But Oklahoma, after beating Alabama last week, has a matchup of the 22nd ranked Missouri. To answer your question, yes, Missouri is still ranked. Are they set up for a letdown?
Well, I mean, the thing
Missouri,
they got to worry about is Missouri has a good defense, a really good defense. The only problem is Missouri doesn't have their starting quarterback anymore. They've been playing with a freshman. Now, the freshman has got enough time to acclimate itself. So it's going to be interesting because Oklahoma's offense is the worst. Their defense is amazing. And that's the big difference. And their kicker is...
We're not going to say Oklahoma's offense is the worst, given the fact that
they won by 2 points.
But that quarterback, the healthier he gets,
the more dangerous he is.
Be in the Heisman talk before the season started. Just want to throw that out there. He came back, I believe, a little bit too early on that Texas game and lost that game. He shouldn't have played that game. They set him up, and that rivalry game should not have been set up for him to come back on. The offense did not beat Alabama per se, but they do have an offense. That quarterback is nice.
Yeah, he is. He's gangster.
I think this is the weekend of the most randomest games, obviously this year, and they're going back to when the AP was the votes mattered, with Alabama playing Eastern Illinois, Georgia playing Charlotte, Texas A&M playing Samford. I'm not understanding where in the schedule. And again, we're in the new day and age where obviously if you're going to have 24 teams in the SEC, you're expected to play 23. But over under 100 that Alabama beats Eastern Illinois.
No, yeah, I mean they're gonna beat them down. Right? That's a fact. It's gonna get ugly real fast.
Here is one, and that JB just left. This is one team, one university, one college, one university that I did want to talk about that I believe is not getting no respect. And no, I'm not talking about the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. No, I'm not even talking about the SEC. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Let me tell you something. And I said this to somebody a couple of weeks ago. Georgia better be careful with them. That's their last game of the season.
Right.
That is a dangerous, dangerous game. That is one of the teams right now that they potentially, and Georgia's hitting on all cylinders right now. They look really good. So I think Georgia's going to win. They'll win by, I'd say, about a touchdown. But it's a very good possibility that Georgia Tech can pull off the upset. Because Georgia Tech is a very well-rounded team.
It's definitely playing on all cylinders as well right now. I'm trying to get online and see if we got some comments, see what I'm missing for some reason. I'm not seeing it, but I will get to you. Please comment. We'll try to get it on. Mr. John Marshall, Georgia plays Georgia Tech, Bama plays Auburn, and Texas plays Texas A&M. The last games of their season. That is why you schedule a bye week prior to those games.
Yeah, you got to get a cupcake game in before those games because those games are hard fought every time. No matter how good you are in the rankings, that rivalry game means more to teams than anything. And Auburn this year, they're going to be playing lights out. So we need this week before we go into that game.
Yeah, it's hard to believe there's only 2 weeks left in a regular season of the NCAA. The season is definitely
zooming.
It's definitely flown by. So I guess I can apologize for us. We haven't done much coverage of the NCAA this year. One more question before we go. One more question before we move on, not necessarily go. Who do you think stands atop of the SEC when it's all said and done?
I have to say Texas A&M. They look the part right now. Texas A&M looks the part, and if they continue to play like they're playing, they're going to be a hard team to get above. That win last weekend, they showed something I hadn't seen before. So with them, so to come back from that big of a deficit, down 27, I think, points at halftime, and you come all the way back and win.
But South Carolina has been prone to giving up big lead. They gave a big lead against Alabama.
They do. But I never seen them give up a lead that large. That was the largest.
They didn't score in the second half. That was the part that was mind blowing to me.
It was insane watching it play out. It was just crazy. But right now you have to say Texas A&M. You have to say it. So we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, Texas A&M right now, they look like they can win it all out of the SEC.
And one more question from the comments is Ohio State still the team to beat?
I don't think so. They're good. I'm not going to sit here and say they're not good. They are really good. But I don't see them running the table. I just don't. I really wonder if they got into a game against someone like Texas Tech, how would they fare? Because Texas Tech defense is lights out. They are insane. I'd like to see what happens when they play Indiana. And they still have Michigan, right? Coming up.
Yeah, they got Michigan, I believe, to finish the season.
Yeah, so we're going to see what they made of, because you still got to beat Michigan. And for some ungodly reason, they have not been able to figure Michigan out for the last few years.
They got Rutgers. They got Rutgers this weekend, which is a victory. And then they got Michigan, who's 8-2. Quiet.
Yeah, quiet 8-2.
To finish out the regular season. Yeah. They'll probably play Indiana in the championship game.
Yep, Big Ten championship. And that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a really good game. What's his name? Fernando. Is that the quarterback's name? Fernando. I can't think of his
last name. Is Fernando, isn't it?
Is it his last name or is it his first name?
The Indiana quarterback?
Yeah.
I think that's his last name.
Well, either way, he is playing incredible football right now. So he has that team hitting on all cylinders. Their defense is coming together right now at the right time. So it's going to be interesting to see how they fare against Ohio State. Julian Sand is playing like he is the man. He looks amazing. He looked like he did when he looked better than he did, when he was coming out of high school. In high school, he was a monster, but now he is just taking that up an extra level.
Fernando Mendoza.
There we go. He is incredible. He is a really good quarterback.
I gotta keep clicking to make sure to see where he's from, because if the Hispanics got one, we got to claim him.
You got to claim him. Yeah. You got to claim him.
Got to get him when you can, huh?
When you got a chance to get him, you got to get him.
Basketball, we ain't had nobody. The last one that we had died on the court in New Orleans. I had to throw that in there. I even forgot his name. What's his name?
You didn't have to throw it in.
The point guard. He's still there.
Oh, Jose Alvarado?
Yeah, Alvarado. There we go.
The Puerto Rican?
Yeah, we claim him. We just feel bad that he got deported to Louisiana.
Deported to Louisiana.
They gave him the shot. I tell you that.
Yeah, he finished strong, but yeah, he didn't. They didn't have that trust in him.
The people down here definitely love them some Jose Alvarado.
Little fun fact: do we know who Mendoza's backup is?
Who is it? His brother.
His brother Alberto Mendoza.
I thought his brother.
Wow. That's terrible.
Yeah, little fun fact. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things like, hey, if we get you and your brother, will you sign on? You know, Mama said I can't leave the house, not my brother. Hey, I grew up that way. I knew I can't leave the house, not my sister. So.
They treat him like the Giannis's.
Yeah,
the Giannis's.
I already know. He may never touch the field.
Oh no, he did already. He touched the field this year and threw a touchdown.
Did he?
Yeah, he threw a touchdown.
I ain't watched Indiana
football.
Threw a tutty buddy.
Yeah.
I ain't seen Indiana football, so Notre Dame eliminated him last year. Just want to throw that out there. If there's any Indiana fans, does LSU got a bye, or they don't? Their whole season's probably a bye.
I mean, they had two already this year, so I don't think they have a bye again this weekend. I think that
I can't think of who they're playing though. They don't have a bye.
That's my fault because I clicked on scores and then only the top 25 came up.
I said they're not playing nobody else.
For assuming.
Huh?
I was assuming they had a bye because their name didn't come up, but I was just looking at the top 25.
Yeah. Western Kentucky? Yeah.
They
go figure out a way to only win by 2 points.
Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. I don't know why I know that.
And then they end the season off with Oklahoma. I don't know how they got 2 bye weeks, but they ended up with 2 bye weeks.
Everybody got 2
bye weeks.
It's dumb. I hate it.
Well, they did it because they start the college kickoff a week earlier. That gives the team to like not play the week after that. So
I get what you're saying. It don't mean I gotta like it.
Hey, they're 6-4 and they're in the hunt for the Sun Bowl. But either way, we are moving on. It's a thing. I've been there 4 years in a row as a fan. Free tickets.
You went to the All Sports Matter Bowl.
Hey, we need to come up with something.
That
Florida got Tennessee, but we're not going to bring that up because our statistician is not in the building. So
that's a good time for them to get their heads busted in.
And Texas got Arkansas. Either way, we're going to move on to the other side of football, and that's when the grown-ups, when the college players move to the grown folks game. And speaking of the college kid that playing the grown-up, Shedeur Sanders hit the field last Sunday, looking like fish out of water. But kind of find out, though, to his defense, he's never in capital letters had first-team reps. Mind you, before I go to you guys, every backup in the NFL gets first-team reps.
I'm just saying.
He's been the backup to Dylan Gabriel for the last 4 weeks.
And
what am I missing outside of what we already discussed in the conspiracy theorist realm of Shedeur Sanders? And he plays this Sunday against
the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders, who can't stop a head coach.
So
is he set up? My question to the panel is: he set up to pass this Sunday?
Well, now
unintended.
He will be because one of the center even said last week he had never even heard his cadence before. So that shows you how badly they had set him up to fail. And the fact that Stefanski is still out here coaching,
just being a coach,
is a miracle to me because he honestly should be gone. Like at this point, it's basically like it should have happened already. He should have been gone. This dude, he literally is making it very apparent he never wanted Shedeur to be there. And he was going to do everything he could to not play him and not set him up to be successful. So I'm literally pulling for the kid. I'm not even a fan, but I literally felt bad for him last week, knowing that Baltimore is on a tear right now, and you push him out here to play the Ravens. I'm like, you set him up for failure.
But
really did.
Before, well, we'll get back to your Ravens because I don't think it was much set up to fail. Reason being, the Ravens are struggling. That offense is not moving the ball.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not about. I'm not talking about the offense portion. Who can move the ball against Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett is literally a freak of nature. We have never seen a monster like this in our entire life. This dude is the most different DN I have ever seen.
And that's what makes you disappointed with him taking that extension to stay in Cleveland.
That was the stupidest thing ever, honestly.
We know it's about the money. We know that.
Yes.
But he would have got that money everywhere else.
Yes, anywhere. He could have went. If it's about
wanted it, he's like JP Morgan or whatever.
Right.
I need cash now, and that's what he wanted. He just wanted cash now. So I don't know what
JP Wentworth, baby. JG Wentworth.
Who's JP Morgan? That's a finance company.
That's Chase.
That's Chase.
Running them. See, I'm not that far off. We can't afford Wentworth. We go to Chase. Either way. JB, Cleveland, talk to me. The obvious question is, do they have a chance to win? Yes, because of the Raiders. But talk to me, how will Shedeur Sanders fare this weekend?
I think he's gonna do better than he did last week, where he had the interception, he had the fumble. He was obviously not prepared to go out there and be with the first team. But this week, getting the first team reps, which Kevin Stefanski is ridiculous. I don't understand how he still has a job when everybody else is getting fired. But the fact that he does is miraculous to me. I do believe that he is going to do better. And like you said, they're playing the Raiders, so he gonna be set up for success in there, and he'll kind of be able to go through there and throw things the way he needs to throw it and get places right. So I think it's gonna be all right.
I totally I agree. I would tell you what I was impressed with, and I've been one of the biggest, not a Shedeur Sanders hater, but more of a realist. What impressed me in this small time he was there, he actually went through his progression. He went through his reads, and he took off running, and I think that's where he's going to make his money, obviously. Get out of that pocket, because we all know that Cleveland Browns offensive line is set up for premeditated murder.
Abysmal.
So when he made that first interception, I was like, that's the Sanders I expected, right? Because it was nowhere near a wide receiver. It was straight to the defender, the first one, right? Then when he got the fumble, and I was like, oh my God, he got that pocket. Something clicked after that with him that told him, yes, get out that damn pocket. He needs to roll out, and he has to play action. They need to roll left, roll right. I don't know who the offensive coordinator is, but
Tommy Rees.
That's the old Notre Dame coach, ain't it? Yeah.
Yep. Old Notre Dame, old Alabama offensive coordinator. Yep.
For Sanders to have any chance, because Max Crosby is going to be staring him in his face.
Yeah, that's going to be the problem. That's going to be the problem right there.
Max Crosby is licking his chops right now.
Yeah, right.
And I don't even know who's the backup in Cleveland.
There is no more. Oh, yeah, Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zapp, right?
Zappi. That's crazy that's crazy that Stefanski didn't figure out a way to have him starting, but I'm sure by next week he'll be the starter, because we all know what they want.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted Bailey Zappi, but I think management got in his ear and kind of forced his
Well, at this
hand.
point, like everybody said, and John Marshall said, it, money talks.
Yeah,
Shadour's going to bring money into.
he's bringing money because he's
either going to pay
come.
to see him succeed, or they're going to pay to see him fail.
Either way, yeah,
they will pay for it.
Be involved.
It's going to happen.
You go see.
Now, I'm trying to see, should we take bets on who will have the most sacks in that game, Max Crosby or Myles Garrett?
Geno Smith has definitely fell off a cliff.
I definitely feel like it's gonna be Myles Garrett because
I got a feeling it's gonna be Myles
Garrett. That Raiders offensive line is
the worst.
Oh my goodness! This is how Geno Smith be looking every week.
Since we're on the subject, though, we saw the game Monday night. Dallas Cowboys got 2 All-Pro
freaks,
defensive tackles, right?
Yes.
Talking about
crazy
the kid that came from Green Bay, and then they picked up Quentin Williams, right? Both from All-Pro. Clark. They got Clark, and then they got Quentin Williams.
Right.
That middle, that center is not going to stand a chance. Here is where Geno Smith didn't do himself any justice. He held on to the ball
way too
much.
Mm-hmm.
I will add one more thing. You take a running back at 6 and give him 2 carries in the first half. What am I missing? Why are we doing this for free and they're getting paid millions to do nothing?
But you draft him at 6, but you don't get no offensive line help.
No, and that's fine. But guess what? That's why you do a toss. Let him create 3 to 4 yards.
But he can't toss. Literally, their line is so bad. They have, between the Browns and them, the Browns are 1A, they are 1B of the worst line.
Yeah.
They cannot block nobody.
No, I understand what you're saying. You're not wrong. What I'm saying is even the defensive line will get tired. Even then, Genty will break off. And I'm not saying Family rush for 100 yards. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is hand it off so that the defensive line is knowing that at least they're trying to run.
But you're going to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They ran 14 consecutive passing plays, and I think accomplished 10 yards in those 14 passes.
But didn't Pittsburgh do that at one point with Najee Harris and Atlanta with Bijan Robinson?
Atlanta again, and none of those got jobs.
That's true. So, but you think they gonna let Pete Carroll go just like that?
I'm not Pete Carroll. It's not that. It's a coordinator thing. Pete Carroll, I don't know. He didn't hand it off to Marshawn Lynch, so I guess he got an alibi. I don't know. So he definitely not going to hand it off to Ashton Genty.
Yeah, he got CTE or something. I don't know.
I don't know what's
old timers. He got old timers.
He got old timers.
He got old timers.
All I'm saying is, hell, go play. They didn't even go play action. If you go play action, at least they could pick up a defender, right?
Something. Yeah,
they didn't even do that.
You're a threat. You gotta respect it. So
all I know is I got a crappy offensive line, and I'm thinking here, let's say Cincinnati with Joe Flacco, right? Crappy offensive line. They at least still hand the ball to Chase Brown 20 times a game.
Yep.
Oh
they
yeah.
still do play action.
That's true. Yeah.
They know they got a shitty offensive line. The other side knows they got a shitty offensive line.
Yeah,
I wish they would have tried to run it. Chase Brown runs for a hard 50 yards every game.
He do.
The hardest 50 yards I ever seen a running back run is Chase Brown.
He definitely do that.
Guess what? They can still pass it to a Chase, who's suspended, by the way. We'll get to that here in a minute.
But on the other side of the ball, and I'm nowhere near a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I blame Pittsburgh for putting that combination together right now because they have 2 of the most dominant wide receiver right now. Those
they
2
also
they have right now.
Use the other D word. They quite possibly also have the dumbest 2 wide receiver combo.
No question.
They stayed to the casino till 7:30 in the morning.
I never said they were smart now. I didn't say they were smart. I just said they were dominant. And Yeah, when they on the field, they're a problem. Those two are a real problem. They are a matchup nightmare.
I can guarantee you, and I will put money on this. Jerry Jones will not re-sign Pickens.
Nope.
You know he needs to.
He gonna penny pinch. I can guarantee you, he penny pinch.
And he won't.
He gonna penny pinch.
He gonna figure out a way to trade him. He gonna try to do a sign and trade or something like that.
Well, he's a free agent after this year, but yeah,
he's a free agent.
He's
a free agent. That's why I say sign and trade, because if you do a sign and trade, at least you get something back.
They got to rejuvenate it. You know what? We'll give the Cowboys that time. I was trying to go here because I was going to go to Cincinnati and Jamar Chase, but we're on the subject. That offensive side of the ball, quite possibly, is the best offense in the NFL. They got a rejuvenated Javonte Williams, who we expected to see 3 years ago, is running the ball this year on a $2.5 million contract?
That's about right.
Running quite possibly running like he's a top 5. I'm not saying he is, but he's running the ball like he's a top 5 running back. He's playing for his contract. Great job. Why not lock down? You already traded who he was supposed to pay, which is Micah Parsons.
And actually, you should have paid Rico Dowdle.
No, maybe.
Yeah, no.
If Rico out there balling out right now.
If he's doing that right now in Carolina, and Carolina front line ain't nearly as good as Dallas front line, Dowdle could have been a solid, extremely solid back in Dallas, but Jerry wouldn't pay him.
But he got lucky. Jerry Jones got lucky that Javonte Williams is showing out as well. So you could kind of think to yourself, you know what? And this, I'm guaranteed this is how he's thinking. I'll let Pollard go. He's average. I let Dotto go. I should have signed him because he would have been cheap, and he is playing well. I went cheaper and got Javonte Williams, and he's balling out. That's exactly what Jerry Jones is thinking. And I guarantee you next year, he's going to overreach for, say, a Najee Harris who's coming out for injury. He might trade for Joe Mixon, who's coming off an injury year. Because what did Javonte Williams do? Came off an injury, came off a year where he didn't do much. He thinks this formula is going to work. That's my point.
And that's the problem right there. Because his formula, he should have realized by now, his mathematics and formulas suck.
I mean,
no, I get it, but
it's Jerry Jones. He think everything he does turn to gold.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Speaking of everything that turns to gold, the red and gold of San Francisco, Santa Clara, San Jose, and everything else in between.
The Bay Area.
The 17ers are doubling that and it's not a Brock Purdy because Mac Jones has been playing.
Hey, Mac Jones was, but you know what? I got respect for Mac Jones right now. I didn't like Mac Jones at first. I felt like he was just your typical Alabama quarterback, and when they signed him, I was like, "What they signed him for? What? I don't understand." And then he went in there and did his thing. I was like, "Okay, that cat right there is tough," because the first couple of games he got mauled. I still remember the game. He got up, he pulling the tugs up, he limping out the field, got a bloody face. He pulled it out though, so respect.
Well, he's going to get signed to play somewhere else.
Right.
Oh, they calling the trade for him. I know that.
He's earned a $20 million quarterback contract to start somewhere.
Well, they nobody can sign for him. He still got another year on his contract. He signed a 2-year.
I thought he's a free agent. No, he's not a free agent.
He signed a 2-year contract. So I know people still calling about a trade for him now, even though the trade deadline had passed. But
they're gonna reach out.
No, he should have stayed in. Well, I was gonna say he should have stayed in Jacksonville, but the Jaguars, for some strange reason, are doing just fine. Yeah. And it's not the offense. It's
the defense.
It's weird how they're still winning games out there. They just pretty much blanked the Chargers this past weekend and gave Justin Herbert a knockout that nobody saw coming.
Nobody.
So I'm not understanding how that came about. The 49ers, the Jaguars, and I even throw out there, even the Colts are teams that I'm like, how?
The Colts, let me tell you,
This is more knock on Daniel Jones than
Danny Dimes has been playing like a man possessed all season. Even in the games he loses, he still looks decent. He looks way better than he did when he was in New York.
Except for the 1 year he went to the playoffs and then
we
signed him and got rid of Barkley.
Yeah. Well, and it's the same thing from when they was in New York. When you have a running back, when he have a running back that's go put up numbers and do stuff, because when he was there and he had Barkley and people was keen on Barkley, he had a year. So now he got JT, same thing. People keen on JT, trying to stop him from having the MVP season that he having, because in my opinion, he should be the MVP, but he will only make it to Offensive Player of the Year, as we all know.
I think this is one of the years where
he gets a chance.
Because the quarterback play hasn't been consistent.
Exactly.
And the only quarterback that's brought it week in and week out. Where am I going with this?
Just Daniel.
Nope.
No,
not Daniel Jones.
I would say Drake May.
Nope.
Drake May.
Nope.
Not Josh Allen.
Nope.
Definitely not
Old
him.
Man Matthew Stafford.
Matty Stafford.
Yeah, no.
Matty Stafford.
Right. Quarterback. You know what you're going to get and has done it. The reason, and it's not a knock on May. He probably took a week or two off. What I'm saying is every week Stafford has thrown 3 touchdowns, 250 yards.
Yeah, Stafford
has to do, and a lot of the quarterbacks is, like Mahomes hasn't done it.
No.
Dak, who started off on fire, hasn't done it. A couple of games off.
Right. Yeah. Stafford has indeed been balling out, and I hated it back in, I would say, week 4 or 5, when the Patriots went on, not the Patriots, the Chiefs went on that little 2-3 game winning streak. And then it was all of a sudden, Patrick Mahomes is the front runner for MVP. Why?
No.
I don't get it. He's not.
He's not going to be even mentioned in this one this year. Literally, like you said, when is the last time you seen Stafford throw an interception?
Let me tell you something.
He's only got 2 all season.
He only got 2.
Hey, Matty Stafford has been balling out.
He is going. It's over a month now,
and it doesn't even matter who the wide receiver is. That's the crazy part. He spent time out. Devontae Adams has been hurt the last 2 weeks. It don't matter who's out there.
Yeah.
They just lost Higby for the season. I guarantee you, Parkinson is going to catch
go lose his mind. Go crazy.
You're right. He's the one. He's the only one I would say right now that I.
Josh Allen is getting back in there but the interception is going to hurt him.
His record's going to kill him. I think it's between Taylor and him.
And that's I don't think no other quarterback is like, that's the guy.
No.
Like, if they go on that run, then it was over. Josh Allen going to run is over. Lamar Jackson is not going to be Lamar Jackson this year, and it's probably his legs, and that's okay.
And plus,
Drake May has been the guy, but he's only throwing for 1 something with 2 touchdowns and not even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's not putting up gaudy numbers.
Yeah, they're winning. It's like Bo Nix. Bo Nix is winning, but it's not because of Bo Nix. It's not because of Drake May. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know for a fact the Rams are winning because of Stafford, and that defense is great, but they're still winning because of Stafford.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Stafford is the main reason why you're winning these games the way you're winning them. He's opening up everybody on the offense. So
that's the only quarterback to me that week in and week out. Baker Mayfield started off on fire, then fell off. Sam Darnold just had his worst game last week, 4 interceptions. He was up there in stats, fell off. You know what I'm saying? These quarterbacks haven't been consistent week in and week out. I think this is the first season where we haven't seen the quarterback play like every week say that's the guy.
Right.
We haven't seen it this year.
No.
Outside of Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, he's a safe bet every week.
And that's crazy considering, the week Josh Allen just had the best week of any quarterback like ever. 6 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, it went
6
crazy.
touchdowns, 3 rushing, 3 passing. It's been done 3 times in the history of the NFL. And Josh Allen has 2 of them.
Yeah.
Just to show you that how good he can be. And then he'll follow it up with a 10-7 game.
Right.
Or get mauled by a Miami team.
And we might, yeah. And we might see it tonight. Houston's defense is tough.
It's tough.
Their offense is crappy.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
we might see it tonight.
But they and they don't have they quarterback that's been up and down, or mostly down since his rookie season. So
Yes, I'm not sold on CJ Stroud. I'm not saying they need to move on, but what I am saying, look for another option.
yeah, you got to at this point. You got to, because
That's all I'm saying. CJ Stroud had a great rookie year and never really recovered.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's just, I think that's how he's been though. That's how he was at Ohio State. He had one great season and that was it. So we'll see how that goes. The game tonight, Buffalo and almost eliminated Houston, Texas at 5-5.
So since you bring up Buffalo, what's happening with Keon Coleman?
Bro, no, I don't think it's a trash thing. I think it's a
No,
disciplinary.
I said he's childish.
childish. I thought you said he's trash.
No, he's childish. He's really childish. That's it.
You placed 2 wide receivers on injury reserve today and still don't activate them and give them a healthy scratch. Keon Coleman will be a healthy scratch again tonight.
Yeah, the dude literally has the perfect opportunity to flourish. And what does he do? He's not showing up on time for meetings. He's not showing up on time for game day. He misses like walkthroughs. He's doing the most. Like he's gonna mess around and find himself literally at home as a doggone one of those cautionary tales.
And here's one thing that we know about the NFL: they will move on without you.
They will move on.
Oh yeah.
And they will blackball your tail. Real quick. They will literally blackball you.
And there's some, if you have the talent, you can mess up all you want. Hello, Josh Gordon. But something is not clicking when it comes to, and that catch he made 3 weeks ago, that's his only highlight.
Yeah.
That is literally the only thing on his tape that we can put in the NFL. And that's
his CJ Stroud is curse.
He is like the biggest, it's just sad to see. Because he has all the talent in the world.
He does. And it's crazy. You know who else is in that campaign, John Marshall? Mr. I've never seen a fourth down that I ain't like, Mr. Dan Campbell. So you might be on to something. You got there's 3 curses. You got Madden, Drake, and now the Applebee's curse. I don't know. Hey.
Look, I just refreshed the messages and saw what he put about Applebee's. I'm done. I'm too done.
I don't. Forgive me if I don't understand where that comment.
Well, CJ Stroud and Dan Campbell are in Applebee's commercials where they're doing the forward or the 2 for 2 or something crazy. They go for 2 or something like that. So
now it makes sense.
Oh, now don't forget to go back and talk about the Cincinnati wide receiver.
Yeah. Speaking of something that makes sense and stupidity.
Oh, Jamar Chase.
Mr. I did not spit on anybody. I will never fix my mouth to do something like that. Cue slow motion and a big glob of spit coming towards Jalen Ramsey, who was merited an ass whooping, but not necessarily somebody worth spitting on.
Right.
Talk to me about how stupid
my whole
player be.
It was Sunday Night Football. It's cameras everywhere. How you gonna fix your mouth to lie about something so stupid? Everybody know you did it.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure he was banking on the fact that Jalen Ramsey is trash and nobody's gonna believe him because he always cry when he get beat. But you did it. Yeah. Own it. That's why he didn't fight the suspension. Yep, I did it.
No, he fought it. He fought
it. Stupid. Dumb. I mean, I guess you got to try to save face, but you lost $500,000 real quick.
Well, the Players Association will always appeal regardless.
They got to.
It's an automatic appeal, but it was a really quick turnaround. They
Yeah,
appealed it like 2 hours later, not 2 days. 2 hours later, it was like it's denied.
It's like, no.
It's denied.
I'm gonna have to say no, bruh. It ain't with the pootie tang. I'm gonna have to give you the nay no, my brother.
But hey, Jalen Ramsey was locking him down though.
He was on him. He was on him.
He was, and I get it. Cincinnati has a ton of issues, but Flacco and Cincinnati been balling on the offensive side of the ball.
And Joe Burrow this week has
Joe
played.
Burrow is coming back on Sunday.
He might be back Sunday.
The problem has never been the offense in Cincinnati. The problem has always been the defense and the offense. The offensive line does produce problems. That's why Joe Burrow has never been healthy a full season in Cincinnati. But that defense is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's why Trey Hendrickson is not coming back to work.
They refuse to pay people and keep people in Cincinnati on defense. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Well, they kept Hendrickson and then said they wanted to try to trade him.
Yeah, exactly. And Sam Hubbard ended up retiring, right? Because they wouldn't bring help. So
that was crazy.
Sometimes you got to threaten retirement to
get stuff done.
It work out for you sometimes. Sometimes you just be like, all right, holla at you then.
And see you at the crossroads.
Right. Because that happened to that Mississippi thief. It was like, okay.
Oh, speaking of the thief.
Okay. Wait, retire.
Why is the thief up here talking about some why would you schedule Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl? I'm like, you worry about the Super Bowl? Why don't you worry about giving Mississippi back their money?
Get that money back.
We already know what side of the fence literally he stands on.
100%.
Yeah, 100,000%.
I'm trying to figure out if people talk about it. They scared that the folks will be at the Super Bowl. Them people can't afford Super Bowl tickets. Y'all crazy.
Exactly.
There are three games.
I'm like, if people in the Super Bowl, they got a job. They got good money.
Super Bowl hopefuls. And I will go through the games really quick. There's 3 games that stand out. And first one is an Arrowhead with the Colts and Chiefs.
Move on. The Colts go wax the Chiefs.
I think the Colts are going to. I think they're going to mollywop them.
Yeah, they go wax the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs winning.
Their defense ain't been balling like they should, and they have done terrible against the run game. And you got JT showing up, so.
Also, the checks have been coming from Philadelphia and not Kansas City. So,
well, that was my next game. Philadelphia and Dallas. Is this the game that Dallas shows out?
Dallas should show out, but it unless they decide to start calling false starts on the tush push, it ain't gonna happen.
They did.
They did one. They did one. They did one
twice last week. One was the rookie that was blatant. Yeah, one was the rookie of the backfield that was blatant.
They had to do that.
Walking before they hyped it. Another one they did call on the lineman. But what is going on with Philadelphia's offense, though?
I got somebody saying AJ Brown should rotate to the right side of the field.
Is that he's been on the right side of the field?
Yeah,
they moved them. They're not
around. It's more so the fact that it's the offense has just been weird. Like they're so dependent on running the ball and having Jalen doing the run pass option and keeping it.
And that's exactly what it is. They run pass option because they're not handing it off to Barkley.
Right.
Devontae Smith had 0 catches.
Yeah, it's all about Jalen and his stats. He'll run for 9 yards and then do a touch push. 9 yards and then touch push. That's why AJ Brown is mad because I'm like, why am I out here running down the field 1,000 yards? And I mean, it don't matter. I can turn the ball ain't coming my way, so it don't matter.
And the team is winning.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. They winning because their defense is like that.
I just told you why they winning.
But they're gonna turn around and get to a point though in the season where you're gonna need the passing game, and it's not gonna be there because you haven't done it all season. So,
all right,
you have to figure it out.
You got receivers who then checked out mentally, so they one
of them has because the other one, Devontae Smith is dialed in. He's dialed in every game. So
since I've known of Devontae Smith, he's been dialed in. I have seen him nothing but dialed in since he was at Alabama.
He ain't gonna change. But
yeah,
that's just who he is. But you have
AJ definitely looking for a change of scenery.
He needs to make sure. And the thing is, you want to win another Super Bowl, you need AJ Brown. You have to have AJ Brown. You're not winning it without it.
And see, that's what's his name is doing. That's what Jalen Hurts is doing. He trying to he showing AJ Brown, I don't need you to win. So you complain all you want. I don't need you.
Now, last game, after everything, all the commotion, AJ Brown was targeted like 10 or 11 times last game.
Right.
He made 6 of those catches, but I don't blame him because you hadn't seen the ball thrown your way in like 2-3 games.
But they're not throwing the ball downfield.
So if he checked out, I mean, no matter how many times you target me now, I'm checked out.
But the other problem is there's no separation with AJ Brown right now. Like when he's running down the field and they try to throw it to him, there's no separation.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me right there? Can y'all hear me? What did I just say? He checked out. So he ain't trying to get separation. He ain't trying to do none of that.
Is an interesting fact. Before this last game, right? Let's throw away this last game where they played Detroit, and it probably was worse. Before this last game, in single wide receiver stats, as far as getting distance away from the defender, that's a stat, and they do the average, et cetera, right?
Right.
AJ, where do you guys think AJ Brown is in combination to the NFL as a whole?
What do you mean? Like
one catch. You're in the category, right? AJ Brown ranked 135th in the wide receiver category.
Damn, I'm better than that.
Defender.
You with that low.
She.
That's
wow. AJ the
There's
virus.
134 wide receivers.
134.
We're talking about Braxton Berrios. We're talking about the most randomest wide. Keon Coleman got more distance.
That's crazy.
He putting that distance in between.
Then AJ Brown and the next closest defender.
That's crazy.
They probably got terrible.
Or he's just not trying to get away.
He ain't. Like the first 2-3 weeks, yeah, he was out there. He was all in. Once he saw that Jalen was tucking and running, and they were doing a tush push, and it was all about the run game, and it wasn't about trying to get the ball downfield and his stats. And he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna get this check, and then in the offseason we go see what it's gonna be.
I came up on that stat.
He just got a new contract like a year ago, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 years.
So he ain't going nowhere off season. Yeah, he got at least 3 years.
He got paid.
He got paid, but he still that don't mean I can't try to force my way out. He got the same agent Deebo Samuel got. So
yeah, he could. The thing I think is what's going to start happening, and the other part I really thought about, they got another offensive coordinator again this offseason.
And that's they got 3 in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the third.
Steichen left the year before that, and whoever was theirs last year.
Yeah,
but it was 3 years.
Kellen Moore was there last year.
Yeah, So they got 3 in 3 years.
And so with a new offensive coordinator, sadly, sometimes they come in with this amazing idea of what they want the offense to be, and they kind of get caught in their thinking of one-way view of how the offense should be instead of, we got all of these weapons. Open the damn playbook up and let's get to it. Like, you have weapons on top of weapons. You can't sit here and say your front office doesn't do everything they possibly can to make sure y'all are successful offensively and defensively. Your front office is literally Hall of Fame level. So the offense coordinator needs to get on this damn job. Period.
I think it's definitely but how can you see? We're right, but also being 8-2 is right. You know what I'm saying? You're still 8-2.
Right. You still 8-2.
You can't say that whatever they're doing is not work. That's the hard part about it.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
Imagine being a wide receiver, you don't want all that cardio. You could imagine being Barkley, you want the ball in your hand. You could imagine us being fantasy football players. we want the wide receiver to touch the ball. We could imagine Philadelphia fans want the ball being thrown downfield. We could imagine being Goddard at tight end. Hey, remember that game I had 3 touchdowns? I ain't seen the ball since.
Right.
Imagine I get all that. I get all of that. But they still 8-2.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, winning matters more than stats, and it sucks. And I get it. That's do get it.
But if they keep going like this, they will get into the playoffs and get punched directly in the mouth.
But I will tell you this game on Sunday, and I don't think Dallas is a playoff team. And I'm not. Now, they might be here in a few weeks, but they do have a tough schedule. I think that's what's going to hold them back. That offense is prolific, and they did make the right moves to pick up some defensive help. That secondary is suspect.
The secondary is very suspect, but this game coming in, if you know that they're not really going to be throwing it like that, this is a game that's set up for the Cowboys. It's set up for the Cowboys to get an upset.
Exactly, and that's exactly where I was going to come from. This is going to be one of those games that's going to show where Philadelphia is at, and it's going to show where Dallas is going.
The trap game. That's what it is.
That word, trap game. Yeah, it's definitely a trap game.
But I see it as a 31-28 type game. I think it's going to be high scoring. The only difference is going to be the lines where Jalen Carter gets through.
Oh man!
And Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark. Both of those lines are going to dictate how this game goes.
I just don't see it being a high scoring game, honestly. I think it'll be like something crazy like 21-20 for some ungodly reason, because that secondary is still nice for Philadelphia. And Nakobe Dean's been playing out of his mind lately. He looks amazing. And that front line that the Eagles have, they're incredible. And like you said, Quentin Williams, Clark, they're just space eaters. They're incredible in the front. It's going to be interesting. I think Saquon, he's going to have a rough game because Philly lost one of their offensive linemen last week.
Lane Johnson.
The long beard.
Yeah, Lane
Johnson.
Lane Johnson.
So
it's going to be interesting to see how they recover from that. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be super close, like you said. I think it'll be close, 21-20.
I got Keith Davis on my line saying 2017 Philly.
I got the Cowboys winning. I like the way the offense is moving the ball. I don't think Devontae Williams going to do much, but I do see Pickens and Lamb creating some problems.
They are going to do that.
I do see them create some problems. We all know Dak Prescott's not scared to throw. He ain't scared to throw an INT. And I think this is the one game with Dallas. I think it's more going to be bad Philly than good Dallas.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm leaning on. If not necessarily, if it's not a shootout, then I definitely have it. At least a 3 touchdown. Both teams getting around that. So 24-21, 24-20, something along those lines. A couple of field goals. If it's a kicking game, I'm going Dallas all day. Elliott is not that great of a kicker in Philadelphia, but Aubrey is.
Yeah, he's nice. Yeah.
Now let me tell y'all this. I heard what y'all said. I hear everything y'all saying. I'm gonna go ahead and go in the opposite direction. I feel like the Cowboys go jump out on top. They go jump out on Philly real quick, and this game go get out of hand kind of fast, and it's gonna end up being 42-20, and it's gonna be 20 because Philly go score some garbage time points. But I feel like they go jump out on them quick, and they not go let up. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Nah, I have been known to be wrong before, but I feel like that's what's going to happen.
That way, especially being a home game too. They're playing in Dallas, so I was leaning that way as well. I think it was just one of those. Everybody can see how Philly's running on their offense. It's just trying to beat that defense is the issue. And once they start doing that, then Philly's in trouble. I'm not sold on them being the number one best team in the NFL. And I get it, they're the champs.
Yeah.
You know, and they still, again, 8-2. Whatever they're doing is working. So can't hate on that.
Yeah.
Losing Lane Johnson is huge on that
It is,
offense.
but it gives them a chance to evaluate the replacement that they brought in for him, because they knew Lane Johnson was gonna be gone within the next 1 to 2 years. You know, he's right behind
He is long in the tooth.
He was right behind Jason Kelce. So they knew it was time to get a replacement. So it kind of gives them a chance to evaluate that, which is a good thing that they need to do anyway. So
one more game before we get out of here is I used to be the Rams quarterback bowl, Baker Mayfield versus Matthew Stafford, Sunday Night Football.
Matthew Stafford still the Rams quarterback.
Huh?
Matthew Stafford still the Rams quarterback.
I said used to be. I know that. Baker Mayfield. I said Baker Mayfield.
You said
Rams quarterback Baker Mayfield.
No, you said it used to be Rams quarterback bold, making it seem like it was two quarterbacks who used to be the Rams quarterback.
Yeah,
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, but that's what you said.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
Still,
I didn't want to leave it one-sided. I could say it's the revenge game. You know, I could, but
I don't know if it's a revenge game.
Exactly. So I didn't want to go there either.
I got you, brother.
Thank you.
It's all good. Either way, as much as I want the Rams to lose,
Bucks, Rams, who y'all got?
As much as I want the Rams to lose, the Rams will win that game.
Rams will win
it. Buck could still go get his touchdown because he's a touchdown machine.
And I think Bucky Irvin is supposed to be suiting up this weekend too. He's still been limited.
He was limited at practice.
He's still been limited all week.
Yeah. They said he might be out there. We'll see how it plays out, but it don't matter.
They got what's the other one that just
Tucker.
Tucker.
Yeah,
Tucker's showing out.
But it don't matter. Rams.
And Monday Night Football. Bryce Young, I win every other week. Panthers versus we dominate with our exciting whites of the West. Purdy and McCaffrey, who's been healthy.
Yeah.
I firmly believe they sacrifice somebody every week so McCaffrey can stay healthy. I firmly believe it, and I'm here for it.
Going off, but we're being honest. He's just
he went off last game.
He's just 84 yards and two. They
three touchdowns.
They're doing it in the air though. I was about to say that. I'm saying on the ground he's not doing.
Their run game has been crazy.
They've been doing it through the air. It don't matter if it's Mac Jones or Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
they're tossing that. They're tossing that pigskin.
Oh yeah. The one thing that scares me about this game is Ted McMillan, because Robert Saleh, that zone defense is trash. And the middle of the field is always wide open. I don't know why they're not playing Nick Martin at linebacker, but they need to start putting him in the game often, because he played 14 snaps and got 12 tackles.
Leggett, he's been finally showing up last few weeks.
Xavier Leggett, yeah. But McMillan is a real problem.
Yeah, he gonna be a real problem. So unless they figure out a way to get to Bryce Young real fast, it's gonna be a problem. But I still have the 49ers winning the game, because I mean it's still the Panthers. So
but we got Thursday Night Football coming up here momentarily. Chef, you got something for us?
So I was sitting here thinking about it. We're getting close to Super Bowl time, and we want to talk about teams that won Super Bowl, but what about the teams that haven't won the Super Bowl? Of the NFL teams, how many teams have not won a Super Bowl, and which of those has the longest time frame from winning a Super Bowl?
From winning or just
ever,
the Browns have the Browns have the longest tenure of not having a Super Bowl or not winning.
No, they don't.
Okay, well, fine. I'm
It's the Falcons. The Falcons have never won.
The Falcons have never won. Yeah, the Browns never won either.
Right, but the Falcons were formed before the Browns.
Yeah.
The question is, Seahawks, not Seahawks. Somebody's never even been to the Super Bowl. There's been a team that's never been to the Super Bowl.
The Browns.
No, the Browns been to the Super Bowl.
When?
The Browns have been 2-1.
Before when they lost to the
So there's been no change that. Cleveland has not. Cleveland, Detroit, Houston,
Detroit,
and Jacksonville. None of them have been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Detroit's never been to the Super Bowl. Who's the other team?
So
Houston went right after they moved to Tennessee.
that's Tennessee.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that they went right after they.
Right, exactly. There you go. That's how messed up that is. But there have been 12 teams that have never won a Super Bowl ever, and like we just said, Cleveland, Detroit, Houston, and Jacksonville have never even appeared in a Super Bowl.
And Cleveland, another team that the team went right after they moved cities.
Yeah,
they moved to Baltimore and then they went to the Super Bowl.
They went to the Super Bowl when they were in Baltimore.
Good job.
So there you go.
JB, got anything?
Yeah, so I heard something earlier today. ESPN is releasing a new 30 for 30. And it's gonna be called Booyah, Portrait of Stuart Scott.
Watching it.
It's gonna be released on December 10th. So y'all be on the lookout for that. R.I.P. man, Stuart Scott is going down for real. I just wanted to put that out there. Let everybody out here know in the All Sports Matter sphere that that's going down.
Yeah, that's going to be watched. And yeah, I'm gonna try not to get emotional watching that.
I ain't gonna try. I'm gonna be chopping up onions right there at the same time. It's gonna happen.
No, that would definitely hit me, especially those speeches during the ESPYs.
Right.
Yeah. Big weekend this weekend in boxing in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. 4 title fights. Yeah, only the prince can put that together, right?
I mean,
4 title fights in Saudi Arabia, headlined by David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde. I know Devin Haney is fighting Norman Jr. It's going to be interesting. It's also going to be during the day, so keep that in mind. I don't know exactly what time, but it should be probably around 1 o'clock usually.
That's what I was saying, around 1.
Yeah, in Saudi this weekend. So keep that in mind. 4 fights, 4 championship fights. So should be fun come this Saturday. We will not be on next Thursday. Obviously, it is Turkey Day.
Eat good, people. Wear your stretchy pants.
Please do not post your dry ass looking plates online. I'm
gonna talk about you.
I'm not a chef, but I know when a food looks dry, it is dry.
Look, if you post it, I will roast you. Pun intended. Chef, don't post nothing because I'm tired of you.
I'm just saying. I was just about to say, you ain't got to worry about mine.
You extra childish.
Not everything belongs in duck fat. Just want to throw that out there as well.
The lies you tell, sir.
You'll be out here having throwing their Thanksgiving dinner away.
You know what? You're right. It doesn't have to be in duck fat. It can be in beef tallow too.
You know, I'm tired of you. You childish. I'm tired of you. You know, my nerves, bro. I tell you.
So 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Eastern, so 2 o'clock Central Time.
Oh, and
the fight this weekend. So keep that in mind. Do not miss that. It's actually going to be a great card.
Let me throw this out here. Anthony Joshua, I swear for Lord, if you don't knock this boy out next month, Sarge, I don't never want to see you box again.
I don't think they're going to make it. They already told him to lose weight. So, yeah.
If they get in that ring, Anthony Joshua, I need you to knock his whole mouthpiece out.
They already told Anthony Joshua to lose weight. He's too big to come in. And I want to section that fight.
Well, if I promise you, if he take the money, I'm tired of him.
I'm gonna be sick and tired of it because I'm just at the point now. If he doesn't knock him out, I'm done.
I'm tired of knock him out. I'm tired of the Paul brothers in general, and they need to go somewhere.
Yeah, I'm at that point with you, sir.
JP, take us out, sir.
Yes, some people like football, basketball, and baseball, while others like hockey, soccer, and NASCAR. But guess what? Right here, all sports matter.
Peace out.